Hi everyone, this is Cooking with Kurt. Today my husband Donald and I are going to show you how to make a Banoffee pie. This is a banana and toffee filling and a buttery crust topped with whipped cream and chocolate curls.
This recipe was requested by a lot of you. Thanks so much for all your requests, and we hope you like this video.
To start, we're going to make the toffee mixture. Put an oven rack in the middle position and preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Then take a cake pan or any baking dish and add in one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Tightly cover the pan with aluminum foil. Place this cake pan with condensed milk in a large roasting tray. Place the roasting dish in the middle rack in your preheated oven, with the roasting dish not pushed all the way in. Do not close the oven door yet. Pour boiling water into the roasting dish so that it goes up about 1 inch high, creating a water bath for the condensed milk. It's okay if the cake pan floats in the water. Very carefully push the roasting dish further into the oven so that it's centered, and close the oven door. We're going to bake the condensed milk in the preheated oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. After 2 hours, the condensed milk will have thickened and caramelized. Transfer the thick toffee mixture into a heat-proof bowl or measuring cup. Add in half a teaspoon of kosher salt and whisk to get rid of any lumps. Let this toffee cool completely to room temperature. Assembling the pie with warm toffee will result in excess moisture in the pie. Turn your oven temperature down to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Next, we're going to prepare the graham cracker crust. Take a medium-sized mixing bowl, add in 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs, which is 18 sheets or 2 full sleeves worth of graham crackers, 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Mix these dry ingredients together first, then add 7 tablespoons of unsalted butter that have been melted and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix these together until they are well combined. Take a 9-inch springform pan and lightly butter the bottom and the sides. Transfer the graham cracker mixture into the springform pan and press the mixture into the bottom of the pan and about 1 inch up the sides. We like to use the bottom of a stainless steel measuring cup. We find that the stainless steel surface is useful for gently pushing the crumbs into the sides without sticking to the cup. You want to pack the crumbs into the bottom and sides just tight enough so they stick together, but not too tight that the resulting crust is too hard. We're going to bake this crust in our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes, or until the crust is lightly browned. Let it cool to room temperature on a metal rack.
When the toffee and graham cracker crust have cooled completely to room temperature, you're ready to start assembling the pie. Add a thin layer of toffee to the bottom of the graham cracker crust, just enough to cover the surface with a thin layer, and spread it out evenly. Cut 4 large, firm ripe bananas into cross sections about ½ inch thick, and arrange them in the springform pan by pressing them diagonally upright into the toffee in concentric circles, overlapping each other. Tightly pack in as much of the slices from the 4 large bananas as you can, filling in any gaps with smaller bits of banana. You want as much banana in the pie as possible to help cut the extreme sweetness of the toffee. Add the remaining toffee mixture over the bananas and smooth it out as much as possible, filling in the sides and gaps between the banana slices with toffee, making sure the banana slices are covered with toffee.
Let this rest in the fridge while making the whipped cream topping. In the bowl of your stand mixer, add in 1 1/4 cups of very cold heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. With the whisk attachment, beat this on medium-high speed until you see stiff peaks forming. It should look something like this. Spread the whipped cream evenly over the banana toffee layer and smoothen the top surface as much as possible with an offset spatula. Let the pie rest in the fridge while working on the chocolate curls.
For the chocolate curls, take 2 large sheet pans and place them in the fridge for a minimum of 10 minutes. Set up a double boiler over medium heat. Add in 4 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, which is about a 2/3 cup of chocolate chips, and stir it around till it's all melted and smooth. Take the bowl off the heat. Take one of the sheet pans out of the fridge and place it upside down on the counter. Pour approximately half of the melted chocolate on it. With an offset spatula, push the chocolate back and forth, spreading it into a thin layer over the sheet pan. As you push and spread the chocolate back and forth, you'll see it begin to firm up. Do the same thing with the second sheet pan and the remaining half of the melted chocolate, until you have a thin layer of chocolate on both sheet pans. Place these sheet pans in the fridge for 20 minutes for the chocolate to set. Also put a bench scraper in the freezer so it's cold when it touches the chocolate. When you think your chocolate is set enough, take one sheet pan at a time out of the fridge so the other half of chocolate doesn't warm up while working on the first pan. And with your cold bench scraper at a 45-degree angle, scrape the chocolate with a quick and confident motion. If the chocolate starts to crumble immediately, it means the chocolate is too cold. Let it warm for 5 to 10 seconds in a warm room or 2 to 3 minutes in a cool room and try again. If the chocolate just clumps into a melted pile on your scraper, it means it's not cold or set enough and needs to go back in the fridge for another 10 minutes. When the chocolate is just the right consistency, with a quick and confident motion, the chocolate will form curls when you scrape it at a 45-degree angle. This step can be very temperamental, and there's only a small window of time, about 30 seconds to 1 minute in a warm room or 5 minutes in a cool room, when your chocolate is the right temperature and consistency that it forms curls. So you might have to put the sheet pans back and forth in the fridge multiple times before you get all the curls you want. Try not to touch the chocolate with your fingers. I like to handle the chocolate with the bench scraper and a toothpick. With each successful curl, cut the curl off with the bench scraper, and using the bench scraper and a toothpick, lift it onto a parchment paper lined tray. Once you've made curls from the first sheet pan, place those curls in the fridge. Then repeat the same thing with the second sheet pan. Make as many curls as you'd like. I aim for about 40 curls that are half an inch long. Once you have about 40 curls you're happy with, store the curls in the fridge or even the freezer on a very hot day until you're ready to use them, as they may melt and lose their shape. Arrange your 40 small chocolate curls on the top surface. I'm placing them in circles around the pie, with some curls on top of each other, leaving about 1 inch from the edge of the pie. Refrigerate the pie for a minimum of 8 hours, preferably overnight, for the layers to set completely. Serve this pie chilled. When you're ready to serve, carefully lift off the sides of the spring-formed pan to reveal the beautiful pie. And there it is, a Banoffee pie. Banana and toffee encased in a buttery graham cracker crust, topped with whipped cream and chocolate curls. Ang sarap.
Yum.
So good. The bananas and salty caramel toffee go together so well.
Right? And the fluffy whipped cream cuts the sweetness perfectly.
Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know in the comment section below if you're planning to make this Banoffee pie. Send us pictures of your creations on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Links below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Cooking with Kirk.
And don't forget to click on the bell so you get notified when we post new cooking videos. And for our written recipes and more, be sure to check out cookingwithkirk.com.
Maraming salamat!